we're heading out. We're heading off to Campbell River. And we have like 700 lines right now tied up to the dock. So we gotta undo all of them and then get going on the way to our haul out. We left Deep Bay for the first time since buying the Nordic, feeling excited about the adventures to come. We're testing out the autopilot. Well, Logan is.
What's the course? What's it say on there? On the compass?
Like 305?
Yeah, that's really close. That is sweet.
It's actually holding course?
Yeah.
Nice. Max is a bit stressed out.
I can see that.
He's not big on the boat. Well, he's big on the boat. He's not big on sailing. Logan, look at it.
What? Look at what?
We just changed like 30 degrees. So maybe it's not working so well. What?
Hand steering.
We were even able to pull out the head sail for the very first time. However, we quickly learned that it's harder to tack with a cutter rig than with just a head sail. In true Vancouver Island fashion, we had wind. We had about, I don't know, between 15 and 20 knots for like 2 or 3 hours today, and then as soon as we get the sail up, like the minute we get the sail up, the wind changes direction and then we lose all the wind. So there's like a breeze. There's like maybe 5 knots coming at us. That's from right from behind right now. So that's not horrible, but I mean, not really enough to get there on time. We've got to get to our anchorage before 9, before 10. And it's 2 hours away by motor if we go 7 knots. And I think we're doing like 3 right now. So, yeah. But what do you do? Oh, we got more wind coming. Sick! You can see coming right from behind, so that's good. Maybe it'll pick back up again, fill back in. Fingers crossed. 5 knots with 1 sail, not too bad.
In like 8 knots of breeze.
Yeah, we don't have very much wind, but it's just enough. Beautiful out tonight. Soon after, we were back to motoring, but we still didn't make it to our anchorage until dusk. Well, that was interesting. We just made it to Comox. We were planning on going to Royston, which is like directly across from Comox, but there was like the tiniest bit of swell coming in that was making things really uncomfortable, like just rocking up and down, and we knew that if it got any worse or kept like that we weren't going to be able to sleep, so we moved over to Comox and came in here to try to anchor, but there's like a bunch of buoys here, and we moved into shore closer to try to anchor because it's pretty deep out here. We're in about 80 feet of water right now. And as we moved in, our depth sounder started malfunctioning and started telling us that we were in like 7 feet of water, and then all of a sudden we were in 0 feet of water, and then we were in negative 3.2 feet of water. Obviously not true, but when you're trying to find a place to anchor in a place that you don't know and you're being told that you're pretty much on shore, you start to freak out a little bit. So anyway, we doubled back as quickly as we could, Didn't end up hitting bottom. It's pretty sandy here anyway, I think, so even if we did hit bottom, I don't think it would have been catastrophic. But anyway, it was a depth sounder issue. And then as soon as we got away from wherever we were, all of a sudden it was like 54 feet, 68 feet. But yeah, anyway, so we're stealing somebody's mooring buoy right now because we gave up trying to actually find somewhere that was shallow enough for us to anchor. That was way more stress than neither of us needs, and hopefully that's the most stressful part of this trip. Fingers crossed. The next morning, Logan hung out on the boat with some seals as I took Max to shore. So for our second stressful event of the day, and it's only 11 o'clock, we are trying to get across the Comox bar with, well, I guess we have one, apparently we have two depth sounders. The one that malfunctioned yesterday is now not reading anything at all. The other one says 185 feet.
So far.
So far. So we're pretty far out still.
It's gonna get really shallow really soon.
So the Comox bar is like the sandbar that extends between Denman, a little island that I don't know the name of, and then all the way to Comox. So it makes this area a lot more sheltered, but it also makes getting out into the Strait and up to Campbell River a bit more difficult. So luckily there are three buoys, 3 red buoys out on the bar, so we just have to get to the far side of those, hopefully follow them out into the Strait. As we crossed the bar, the chop and waves started to pick up. We were unfortunately forced to go broadside to them right at their steepest point as they converged around Hornby and Denman Islands. And we decided that it was too big for us to make it out that day. We didn't get any proper video of the chop, but it was extremely uncomfortable.
So this is the aftermath, or most of it. And spots. Everything on the floor. Smashed over.
Well, the Strait of Georgia has officially defeated us today. We got not even quite around the point at Comox and decided to turn around because we had so much chop going on and it was like pretty steep waves and very short, and we couldn't get to where we needed to go without having to go broadside. And it was just insane. We were rocking like crazy. So this is what we get, I guess, for not heeding the weather warnings and trying to follow our own schedule instead of the weather schedule. So no Campbell River for us today. Hopefully tomorrow. It's supposed to be calmer tomorrow. We're going to try to leave earlier so that we have more time.
Fishing vessel southbound advance.
We spent the rest of the day relaxing and watching other people enjoy the water. They were doing some kind of rescue drills today. Holy crap. Yeah, it must be. It's gonna land on the beach, it looks like. I guess that's why it's no entry point there. No, shit's about to pick up. Thanks, helicopter. It's crazy. Holy crap. The helicopter hung out here for close to an hour, moving only a few feet from one side to the other, never landing but shifting our boat every time he moved. The wind finally died in the evening, so we headed to shore for an adventure. Beach wreckage. Looks like somebody had a worse day than we did. Looks like a part of a catamaran, doesn't it?
I don't know what that is.
Or a trimaran?
Trimaran?
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, trimaran seems more legit.
Huh.
Looks like a project boat that went awry. After finding 2 ships washed up on shore, we were feeling pretty good about our decision to turn around that day. Join us next week as we finally make it to Campbell River for our haul out up Campbell River. And as always, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, giving us a thumbs up, and a special thanks to our Patreon crew.